Good morning, and thank you for having me. I believe the minister means well, but then I have to say in very clear terms that we are greatly disappointed. When His Excellency, the President, was in opposition, he clearly said that he would revoke LI 2462. What the minister is telling us was known to the president at the time. He knew that certain companies had made investment, but he took into consideration the greater good of Ghanaian, our forest reserve being destroyed. And we all talked about water is life and the importance of forests that have been there for decades because our ancestors were not as wicked as we are to destroy the forest reserves. And he said he would revoke. And now we see something else happening, an amendment. This is reminiscent of somebody saying he'll put his presidency on the line, and then things go from bad to worse.
Tell us what difference it makes. The amendment and the revocation. What difference does it make? I've seen your memorandum, your 10-page memorandum speaking to that issue. But quickly help us appreciate that.
Very, very quickly, what a revocation means is that you take away the whole thing. You don't retain any part of it. As it stands right now, LI 2462 still allows mining in forest reserves. LI 2462 has removed some of the protections. Under the old law, at least in production forest reserves, you could not mine on more than 2%. So what we are doing right now with LI 2462, we've even taken away that protection, and you can mine almost unfettered access. So this is a very bad law, and it was able to be passed because there was no proper consultation. It was clandestinely done.
He's saying that it is this LI that gives the environmental officers the power to do the work they do to assess, to prevent galamsey in the place. So if you do an entire revocation, you have taken the power away from them. That's what he's saying.
That is not the case. I believe we are being misled by whoever is advising the president. That is not the case. You have laws enforced already. The duty of the Forestry Commission is to protect our forests.
They can't go to forest reserve.
They try to take all steps.
Forest emit.
The LI 2462 is not what gives protection to our forests. In fact, it was perversely named Protection of Forest Reserve. What it's really doing is destroying our forest reserves. The EPA have the mandate irrespective of LI 2462. So let's not deceive ourselves that by removing LI 2462, we've removed the power of the EPA. That is absolutely not the case. Absolutely not the case. What we are rather doing for most people is that it's slightly disingenuous. You have agreed to remove the whole law completely.
Let me come in.
You have passed a law that completely bans mining in forest reserve, but with full consultation and discussion. Organizations like AROCHA are excellent civil society organizations. They've been there for a very long time. They are very much into conservation. You cannot do something like that, excluding them from discussions. So let's be absolutely clear. The president had all the information when he said he will revoke. He knows the difference between revoking and amending. We want the whole law, which is perverse, to be done away with so that we no longer have a law that's allowing damage to our forest reserve. And let me add this. Yesterday, we're planting trees. Fantastic. What's the point of planting trees? That when your forest reserves, where the forests have been there for decades, you are happily supervising their destruction. What would be the point? We still have EI 144, which declassifies parts of Achimota Forest. That's the last remaining forest reserve in Accra. So it's like, one step forward and maybe 5 steps back. Let's do what we said we would do so that you can restore confidence.
Right. The minister will respond.